In this video, I'm going to give you a guide of how to find a scam. Yep, because when I made my previous video, I learned something. I learned from the commenters, people that left messages, that when a company has no revenues, is losing money, has some exposure or is paying some exposure on YouTube, it's a scam, okay? And so I'm going to show you how easy it is to find a scam like this. Because if I were to ask you a question, are scams something very common? Is it easy to find it? You'd probably say, well, no, they're not common, right? So we're going to follow this definition of what a scam is, and we'll see how quickly I find a scam, okay? So this is a TMX.com, Toronto Stock Exchange, okay? We're going to go to the listed company directory, okay? And we're going to go to the TSX Venture, right? Where all the penny stocks are, right? So all the penny stocks are scams, right? So we're going to go find them. I suspect it's going to be very hard to find a scam. All right, we're going to go and start with the letter A, okay? Letter A. So the first company, 1911 Gold Corporation, AUMB. Let's type it in, AUMB. AUMB. Here's the one, right? Okay. First, we're going to look at the chart because it's going to tell us a lot. We'll look at the chart. The stock is down a lot. Must mean this is a scam, right? That's one indication of a scam. Chart, right? Okay. Let's look at the revenues. Well, it looks terrible. Look at this. The trajectory is down. I'm being sarcastic, by the way, for the people that don't know. Look at this. Look at my great due diligence. Revenues are down. Net income is down. Must be a scam. Now, is this company out there doing interviews with anybody on YouTube? Because if it is, for sure it's a scam. Let's check it out. 1911 Gold Corporation. Oh my goodness. Look at this. They have an interview right here. They have a corporate presentation with OTC Markets Group. They had to pay for this, guarantee you that. Look, they have an interview with Mining Network. They have an interview with Crooks Investor. Look at this. Look at the scammers. One-to-one mining. I cannot believe that I found a scam on letter A and the first company. Okay, let's look at the second company. A Labs Capital Corp. A Lab. It doesn't even have a chart. It doesn't have revenues. Do they have any interviews on YouTube that they paid for? They got something going on here. They're sponsoring it. A Labs opens on Toronto. It's not clear to me. Maybe it's not a scam. Let's look at another one. Let's look at something that's not resources, right? So let's look at something that has a regular ticker symbol, okay? Oh, here. ACDC battery metals. Sounds exciting. ACDC. Whoa, it's like a band. ACDC. That's exciting. ACDC. ACDC. That one here, right? Battery metals. It's got to be this one. Okay. Look at the chart. Well, first indication of a scam is a penny stock. What's below $1, below $5, definitely Definitely a scam. Look at this chart. Looks weird, doesn't it? It doesn't even show us. It doesn't even show us the revenues, right? Let's see if they do any interviews that they paid for. Well, look at this. They have something here on YouTube. That this is their own, right? Broker briefing. I found another scam. It's been like 6 minutes and I found another scam. Unbelievable. So easy to find these scams. Okay, maybe I should try a different letter. Okay? Let's try G. Okay? Maybe we'll have some real companies here that are not scams. I don't want to do, you know what? Let's do a mining one because I like mining companies. Galantas Gold. Gal. Here we go. First definition of a scam. It's a penny stock. Check. Second definition. The chart looks horrible. Check. Third definition. Losing money. Check. Fourth. Do they try to expose themselves on YouTube? Hello. Frontier Merchant Capital Group. Do you think this interview is free? I doubt it. Look at this. Red Cloud TV. Guarantee you they paid for it. OTC Markets. Guarantee you they paid for it. Look at all this. So I am getting really good at this. This is a third scam that I found in 8 minutes. Unbelievable. I should start a YouTube scam exposure YouTube channel. Maybe G is not the right letter. Let's go to M, like my first name. But let's do something that's not mining. Maple Peak Investments. This sounds exciting. Here we go. First definition. Well, it's a penny now. This is really a penny. Must be a scam. I mean, look at this chart. It looks horrible. Again, a third one. No revenues. Just losses. Can't believe that. Let's see if there's any exposure on YouTube. Nope. No exposure on YouTube. They're not paying anybody. So this one is not a scam. This one is not a scam because they're not paying anybody. So the letter M brought us some luck. Okay. Marvel Biosciences. That looks suspicious. Anytime you see bio something. MRVL. Marvel Biosciences. Here we go. Look at this. Penny stock. Fits the first requirement of a scam. Chart definitely looks suspicious. Horrible. Second definition of a scam. Oh man. Third definition of a scam. No revenues. No revenues, just losses. Third definition of a scam. if they have any sort of videos on YouTube with the CEO or anything, it is considered a scam. Hello, hello, hello. Interview with Planet Microcap. Interview with Investment Pitch Media. Man, oh man, oh man. Look at this. Interview with Proactive Investors. So, it's been 11 minutes. 11 minutes, and I found 4 scams. 4 scams, right? So, what is the lesson? Now, I'm going to stop being sarcastic here. What is the lesson here? Okay? Almost every single company on TSX Venture, because Venture is our new companies, almost every single one of them can be considered a scam if your definition of a scam is no revenues, losses, chart looks bad, it's trading in pennies, and it has exposure on YouTube. If that's your definition of a scam, then I would say 98% or 90% of the companies listed on TSX Venture are scams. Is this even possible? You see how ridiculous this is. So in the opportunity here is that there is companies on this list that are going to make tremendous amounts of money, but looking at the chart, looking at just whether they have revenues or not, whether they are being interviewed on YouTube, whether they have IR budget, does not tell you whether it's a good investment or a bad investment, whether it's a scam or it's not a scam, okay? You have to do due diligence. You have to look at each company individually and assess what they have. Do they have technology that's going to generate future revenues? Do they have an asset that is worth more than the market cap? Are they going to uplist in the future? Those are the things those are just examples of things that you look at, and then you might have a chance to find a winner. Again, what kind of companies do I talk about on my YouTube channel? I talk about Aduro Clean Technologies. So Aduro would now fail the test of a penny stock. It's not a penny stock because it's above $5, right? But if you look at just this without knowing anything, you would say, well, net income, losses, not enough revenues. If you were to go in and you would say Aduro Clean Technologies, you would find a bunch of videos on YouTube, right? And if this was your definition of a scam, you would be like, oh, this is a scam. But that's not due diligence, right? And you would have missed all of these gains over the last 2 years, and you will have missed the fact that at some point down the road, they're going to be listed in the United States. You would have missed that because you're not doing your research correctly, right? If you look at so many other companies that I talk about, it's the same thing. They would show you that that their stock is a penny stock. They would show you that revenues are not what you want them to be, profits are not what you want them to be, the chart is not what you want them to be, and then you would search for them on YouTube, and you would find a bunch of different videos and interviews, and you would be like, oh, it's a scam if your definition of a scam is like this, right? So that's why when I made a video about Poet, it is ridiculous for people to think that just because it has no revenues, no profits, it's trading at a particular stock price, it has some exposure on YouTube that makes it a scam. It doesn't. And if this was the definition of a scam, then you would have 90% of companies or 95% of companies that trade on Toronto Stock Exchange being scams. So That's it for this video. I must be very good at finding scams. 11 minutes for scams. I should go and start a YouTube channel exposing stock scams.